It's 5 p.m. and suddenly it hits you. That report you've been avoiding is due tomorrow. Time to get serious. Crack open your laptop. And of course, check your phone. Maybe a quick scroll through your favorite YouTube channel. Actually, you should probably make dinner first. Cooking is usually something you enjoy. But tonight it feels like a chore with that deadline looming. Before you know it, it's late. Maybe it's best to just tackle it in the morning. Welcome to the cycle of procrastination. And trust me, you're not alone. We've all been there. But why do we keep putting things off? Even when we know it'll come back to bite us? Let's clear one thing up first. Not everything you delay is procrastination. Smart time management often means choosing what really needs to be done now and what can wait. Procrastination, though, is avoiding a task you promised to do without a valid reason. Even though you expect negative consequences, it sounds irrational, doesn't it? But here's the twist. Procrastination is often our brain's misguided attempt to protect us. When you remember that looming report, your brain reacts as if danger is approaching. Enter the amygdala, the part of your brain that handles emotional processing and fear. It floods your system with hormones like adrenaline, triggering a fear response. That stress can overwhelm your prefrontal cortex, a logical, future-planning part of your brain. Suddenly, the impulse to run from the stress takes over. So you choose the less threatening task, scrolling, snacking, or cleaning. It might seem over the top. This isn't a life-threatening situation, after all, but we're most likely to procrastinate. Tasks that stir up negative emotions, like anxiety, insecurity, or self-doubt. The more uncomfortable a task feels, the more we try to escape it. Research shows that students tend to procrastinate more on assignments they perceive as stressful or difficult. And here's the kicker. The longer you put something off, the scarier and harder it seems. In one study, students were reminded to study throughout the day. When they finally sat down to study, they reported it wasn't that bad. But while they were avoiding it, they saw the task as far more stressful. That's the emotional trap. The more we fear it, the harder it becomes to begin. Because procrastination stems from emotion, some people are more prone to it than others. Those who struggle with emotional regulation or wrestle with low self-esteem are more vulnerable to falling into this habit. And no, it's not about laziness. Laziness feels like apathy and a lack of energy, not doing anything at all. Procrastinators, on the other hand, often do a lot, just not the thing they're supposed to do. Many people procrastinate because they care too much. They're afraid their work won't be good enough. That fear of failure can be paralyzing. And ironically, the more you care, the more you might avoid starting. Unfortunately, the consequences of chronic procrastination can be heavy. It's linked with anxiety, depression, feelings of shame, and constant stress. Over time, that stress can even take a toll on your health. Yet in the short term, procrastination reduces stress, tricking our brains into thinking it's helping. So how do we stop the cycle? Many people think the answer is strict discipline. But today's research offers a more compassionate path. Being too hard on yourself can actually make the task feel even scarier. Instead, we can short-circuit the fear by addressing the emotions behind it. Try breaking the task into small, manageable steps, or journal about what's making you anxious. Look for emotional roadblocks and work through them. Remove easy distractions that tempt you away from the task. Even little changes in your environment can make a big difference. And above all, practice self-compassion. Forgive yourself for past procrastination and commit to starting again gently. Because a kinder approach doesn't just help you finish your tasks. It helps you feel better doing them. And that's something we could all use a little more of.